Hi, what's up everybody? Master Gamer here to review Dragon Ball Super Episode 33, entitled Look Out Universe 6, This is Super Saiyan Son Goku. I believe that's the proper translation. Anyways, so, before we get into the episode, I just want to put out everything in advance. If you didn't read the title, obviously, spoiler alert ahead for both the manga and the anime episode that we are discussing. So, that said, let's get into the episode at hand. So, we of course open up with the fight of Goku versus Batamo. Now, there really isn't too many differences between the anime and the manga, though I think the manga made the fight look a tad bit more epic, but that's just my opinion. If your opinion differs, that is perfectly fine. You are allowed to disagree with me in this regard. Anyways, moving forward. So, of course, the fight continues for a little bit, and it was quite quick. It didn't take very long. Goku threw a few kicks and punches. Didn't manage to really do anything to Batamo. I mean, he looked completely unscathed. I mean, it even got to the point to where everybody's like trying to shout suggestions. Vegeta even went as far to shout to Goku, headbutt him. So, of course, Goku's like, okay, he headbutts him. This doesn't work. Goku tries to shoot a Kamehameha. Obviously, does not work. Now, of course, after all options were thought about, Goku's like, okay, so just like in the manga, pushes Batama over, drags him over to the edge of the ring, and then throws him over his shoulder. Oh, throws him over his shoulder. God, I can't talk. And then out of the ring. Of course, that leads to Goku winning. Now, here's where a key difference between the anime and manga is. In the manga, Goku, while standing in the ring waiting for his next fight against Frost, looked over at Hit, the purple guy, if you don't know who I'm talking about, and had this look of seriousness on his face, like, see, you just got a vibe from this guy he doesn't like. That didn't happen in an anime. It just went straight into the fight of Goku versus Frost. So the match ensues. So, of course, it looks like it's pretty fairly even. Base Goku versus Frost in his first form. They're fighting for a little bit, just like in the manga, and then suddenly Frost then, of course, says, or no, not Frost, my bad. Goku then asks Frost to transform. Frost, of course, obliges and changes into the third form, the xenomorph-looking form like Frieza had. If you're familiar with what I'm talking about. But before all that, or during all that, excuse me, we get a little bit of a flashback, seeing, that Frost is a hero in Universe 6. He's a very, very nice guy, very well-mannered. I mean, he's loved by a lot of people, apparently. So, anyways, going back to the fight of Goku versus Frost. So, the fight continues. And, of course, they had their little back and forth there. And Goku looks like he's winning pretty well. But at the same time, he's obviously holding back. So, Goku then changes into a Super Saiyan. This, of course, causes Frost to change into his final form, and then the fight continues even further. But mind you, during this fight, whenever Goku changed into a Super Saiyan, of course everybody freaked out. Apparently nobody from Universe 6 had seen a Super Saiyan before. Kabe said he's never seen a Saiyan with that kind of hair before. So I've also seen translations where it's something along the lines of he's never seen a Super Saiyan with that kind of hair. I'm not exactly sure. So it depends on the translation. I'm waiting for the particular one I watched, which I feel is pretty freaking accurate with the translations, to see what they say and see what they post, because they may have a different translation for it. So either it's Kabe's never seen a Super Saiyan with that kind of hair, or Super Saiyans in Universe 6 have a completely different hairstyle. Whenever they transform. Why their hair would be different is beyond me. Your guess is as good as mine. Anyways, back onto the fight. So, of course, again, back and forth, but Goku's clearly winning. Like, he's easily outclassing Frost. Like, Frost has absolutely no chance of beating Goku at this point. I mean, like, Goku lays hit after hit on Frost, blots all Frost. Anything Frost does, like, it's just completely nullified by Goku. Goku has this. I mean, it even went as far to submit this whenever Frost went to go and throw a punch, and, like, Goku just catches it, and he's not even struggling to hold it. And then he even goes as far as to tell Frost, you should just give up. There's no way you can win. Now, I also want to point out that when Goku changed, I did forget to mention this. Now, as I said, Goku did not look over a hit in anime. He did in a manga, but not in anime. That said, Hit looked at Goku when he changed into a Super Saiyan. He opened up one of his eyes, looked at Goku, and then closed it back. Now, I'm bringing this up for a reason, which I'll get into later. I'm also going to make a completely separate video on the topic, but we'll get into that when we get to it, okay? So anyways, continuing. So, the fight continues, and it's pretty clear Goku's going to win. And then suddenly, Frost goes to throw a punch, and it knocks Goku's hand back. You know, like, everybody's kind of, like, confused. Even Frost, who knew he was outclassed, was confused, and Goku, obviously, being the situation, was confused, and he starts getting blurred vision and breathing really hard, and then Frost, of course, takes advantage and hits Goku out of the ring. Goku loses. Everybody is shocked. Nobody knows what to think, because Goku just lost. Like, it was weird. Nobody knows what happened, and it ends there. So, that said, now let's talk about why I brought up the Hit thing. Well, as I just said, Goku's vision blurred, and he had a hard time breathing. Now, some people have theorized, oh, the heart virus has come back to bite Goku in the ass. I don't think Toriyama's bringing that old plot device back up. I think that was exclusively for the Android saga, and that's done. Now, I could be wrong, we'll find out. But that said, my theory is, and I know I'm not the first person to theorize this, because after I came up with it, I went and Googled and seen if anybody came up with it, even looked at a few YouTube videos, so I'm not the first person to think of this. I think Hit did something to Goku. I cannot prove definitively what he did, but I think, based on just some very, very minor circumstances, that he may have done something. But I'm making an entirely separate video on that, which will be either posted Wednesday or later in the week. So, watch out for that. So, I believe that about covers everything for this review. I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Talk about the episode down below in the comment sections. Give your thoughts on the fights and overall what you think happened to Goku. Did Hit do it? Did Hit not do it? And if you think Hit did do it, what do you think he did do? And if you think he didn't, then who do you think did it, or what do you think did it? Anyways, again, thanks for watching. Like, rate, comment, subscribe. Facebook page, Twitter page, Twitch pages, etc. You know the gist. Tune in tomorrow for the next part of my Pokemon Yellow Let's Play. Will I finally take on the Elite Four? Will I not? Who knows? Yeah, so, guess about covers everything, y'all. Thanks, and, yeah, peace! Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.